Okay, YouTube land. This is my old fan belt that I took off this thing, but I kept it for in case of emergency. And the belt that replaced this, I replaced it with a Goodyear Gatorback, and then I had this one go, and it only squealed for 10 seconds before it smoked the belt when that locked up. I've got the tensioner off here and it's pulley. That smoked that belt and it only squealed for like, I want to say 15 seconds. This thing's got loud exhaust, you know. It sounds like a 302 Mustang because, well, you know, it's this 302 Mustang engine just with the Explorer plate on there. This piece here, the bolt goes in, and it's broke off here in the bearing, and there's at least, it looks like there's at least one of the rollers gone in that bearing. So the bearing locked up on here, put enough torque on it, it sheared off that, kicked this sideways, and I picked my belt up and threw it in the truck. I'm here in somebody's parking lot, and I called them and told them my truck's broke down, and I'd be here for at least a few hours. So I don't want to leave stuff all over their parking lot. That's not right. But I called them and talked to them. Anyways, there's at least 2 ribs missing off there. I think it's a 6-rib belt, to tell you the truth. Yeah, you can hang on, go hit the pause button. Okay, you can kind of see how much it ripped off there, because it kicked that tensioner pulley, the edge of it, over into the fan, and that thing goes about here where my hand is, and it was catching on these back bottom edges of these fan blades where I really can't show you. Yeah, I can show you this side here. Right there on that fan blade, that corner there was hitting that pulley and chewing that rubber up, and my fan belt, or I should say the serpentine belt, jumped off. It was all wrapped up around the fan, and it filled my overflow tank up to the top. I got the air cleaner clamp, the air filter box out of, or air intake hose from the filter box out of the way so I could do this. I had to take out 4 bolts, the 210s, this 1/2 inch, and this one here that holds the pulley in here. And yeah, it's got some damage on it too. But you can see that this plastic here holds the spring in has melted. Now, when I had this one fail, I checked all these, made sure they all felt good, and they did. These things here, when they fail on these Explorers, when these bearings go, they just go. There's no warning. There's no time to shut your engine off and pull over. I was in a situation where the route I was on, Route 40 outside of Springfield, it's almost like a highway right where this happened, and I had to, you know, like a divided highway, so I had to get over when the light came up 3/4 miles down, and then turn at the light, and then make this parking lot here. I don't want to really show where I'm at, but anyways, people got a tow-away sign. They don't have an office here anymore, but they have a notice for their customers. That thing's still leaking something. I might have a blown hose, because or that might just be residual leaking. I'll move it in a while again. My buddy's supposed to be on his way to come give me a ride. But yeah, I got the part off. There's only 2 bolts that hold the part on. For some reason, I had to take 3 off to get it off. Maybe I miscalculated, but I tried taking 2 out, the 2 I thought, and it didn't move, so I took a 3rd one out and then it jumped off. Sometimes you have to do that on the side of the road. Thankfully, I had enough sockets with me, because this is metric. That's 15. That was a 9/16 head, not a 15, not a 14, but this was a 10 millimeter, or I should say 9/16 head, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. And I had 2 small pry bars with me, and I was able to pry this pulley off. You can see it kicked that the nose there, the bolt thread nose there that the bearing sits on, kicked it sideways in there. But I'm going to take this with me to match up at the parts store, because a lot of these parts stores, when you're looking for parts for a V8 96 Explorer, they want to give you parts for a 4.0 V6 Explorer. Somebody put some things in their computer completely wrong. Oh yeah, that thing's still probably too hot to... Yeah, no, it comes off now, but man, I'm going to have to do something, because all the coolant I need in the radiator is over in the overflow bottle. I can't tell how bad this is leaking. I'm going to buy a gallon of coolant too. All right, that's all for now.